Hey, what's up YouTube viewers and betanews.com readers? Brian Fagioli here once again with an unboxing. And today, I have a card reader. This is the Kingston Technology Media Reader USB 3.0. Now, a lot of laptops nowadays have an SD card reader in them, so, most people use SD, so that's usually not a problem. However, desktop users, system builders often, have to add a card reader to their systems, and quite frankly, even if you already have an SD card reader, maybe you're using another format. There are other formats out there. So that brings us to this really cool card reader. Now, what I like about this is the design. As you can see, it's not a just a plain black box. It actually has edges on it, and it looks like a silver, like a brushed aluminum. It's a really good looking card reader. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this. Now, I'm not a huge fan of these blister type packs where you can't get into them. I have a knife, and hopefully this video doesn't get exciting by me cutting a finger off or anything, but we're just gonna... Oh god. This is not good. Okay. And if you're watching this and saying I'm stupid, you're probably right. Let's see, did that cut into it? Okay. Oh, this is so bad. Oh. It's times like this where I feel like a caveman or something. Like I can't get into this, really. It's a pretty sharp knife. It's a Kershaw. Oh, man. This is terrible. Okay, let's see what else we can do. I'm going to try to cut it through this way. I just don't want to cut the materials. There we go. Okay. And what I hate about these blister packs is then... Goodness. Then the plastic becomes sharp, and you can cut yourself on that. So as you can see, I'm just creating very, very ragged plastic that I'll cut myself on. But let's see. So let's first look at what I've freed from the container. It is a micro USB 3.0 cable. It's actually pretty nice. Nice and thick. Let's go ahead and... Wow, even the little tie is like hard to get off. Okay, there we go. Oh boy. So what would you say that is? Maybe 3 feet? So it looks like maybe a 3-foot micro USB 3.0 cable. It will be backwards compatible with USB 2.0 if that's all you have, but obviously the card they will get better performance out of 3.0 port. Alright, so we freed one part of the card reader, the USB cable. I'm going to try to let's cut the back off. Okay. Alright, so I've managed to make a hole in the back. let's just continue that trend. I'll just cut. Ugh. See, I'm like a moron. Okay. Alright. I really should have a scissor, but let's see. Do I have anything else? Anything else at all? That's it. We're going to have to make this work. So let's see. I'm going to try to carefully... Again, I don't want to... There we go. Okay. This is the worst unboxing video ever. I'm going to end up hurting myself. Okay. I'm so close. I'm so close. Ah. Okay. Oh, I think it's free. I think it might be free. Okay. Kingston, go with an easier to open container. As you can see, this was a real hard fight for me. Luckily, I didn't cut myself. Actually, I did let's see if you can see that. Very slightly on my thumb. But anyway, let's pull the rest of this paper out. Okay. Is there any instructions or anything inside here? Looks like it opens. Basically, it's inside says it's a 2-year warranty. So I wasted enough time tearing into the container. Let's look at what we have here. So, we have... If I can get that to zoom, I hope. We have on top, the top left, we see SDHC/SDXC. So that's a full-size SD card port, basically. So older SD cards, newer ones that are HC and XC, those will work in there. On the right, it's actually a micro SD card slot, micro SDHC and SDXC. And what's cool about this is if you have a micro SD card in your phone or other device, you don't have to put it into an adapter and then put it in the SD card slot. So you can just enter, put the small card directly in there, which is cool. We have the Sony Micro Stick Duo port. Some people still have cameras that use memory sticks. I want to say that Sony cameras now take SD card as well. However, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe they're still making cameras that strictly take memory stick. I don't know. CF is compact flash. A lot of professional photographers use compact flash. Consumers, not so much. SD is really, taken over there. So I also have here, this should be easy to open, is a Kingston 32 gig SD card. See if I can open this a lot easier. I can. And we'll just demonstrate how to put a card into a card reader, which is a little silly, but I'm going to do it anyway. So as you can see on the top, it says SDHC, SDXC. And we're just going to slide that in. Bam. And the idea is now you would connect on the back, you would connect this micro USB 3.0 cable. And then, let's put this stuff out of the way. You would connect this part to your computer. In my case, it would go to my Surface Pro 3 docking station. And basically, this would allow me to read other formats. Now, the Surface Pro 3, for instance, has a micro SD card slot. That's fine, except my digital camera has an SD card slot. I don't want to buy an adapter. I don't want to buy a micro SD card and then an adapter to use in my camera just to accommodate my Surface Pro 3. I bought this instead so you can connect it, let's see, connect it by micro USB to this USB 3.0 connector, connect it to the docking station, and then I can connect either my SD card from my camera, or I can connect a micro SD card from my phone, which right now is a Nexus 6, which doesn't have a micro SD card. But if in the future I had a phone that used that, I would have that. The compact flash probably won't get any use, as will the memory stick. The Sony memory stick probably won't get any use either. But it's always nice to have. You never know. I mean, I might have some relative come over or something that has a Sony camera that has a memory stick, and they say, "Oh, can you get the pictures of it?" It's just nice to have options, and I like that this card reader is just really pretty. I'm curious if it glows. Let's see. I have a computer over here. I'm just going to plug it in real quick to see if the red part glows. Wow, it does. So, let's see. This top part, where it says Kingston, that is actually an LED, so it lights up. It's not obnoxious, but it was blinking when I plugged in to the Surface Pro 3. So there you go. It's a simple card reader. Probably doesn't need an unboxing, but let me go ahead and, if I can, just read off the actual model number if it's on here, just in case someone out there is searching. Let's see. This says, oh no, that's the card. Where is the packaging? It's probably my worst unboxing video ever, but that's okay. Well, I somehow lost I lost the packaging. So I'll go ahead and put it in the description, the model number of this card reader. And there you go. Like I said, this part lights up, and you might not like that because, you know, it does appear to flash, but we will review this for betanews.com. I'll do some testing. I'll use this particular card to test speed of the card reader, performance and such, and we'll take a look and see if that red LED is annoying or not, or is it just, is it cool or is it annoying? We'll find out in the official review at betanews.com. So once again, Brian Fagioli, thank you so much for watching my video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Bye-bye.